Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's do a fast energy check of what's going on in your life. I'm actually will not do any kind of, how you call it, oh, any kind of editing. So it will be basically whatever cards will show us. Also, we will use a sandalwood essence. We'll see if it's gonna help me to connect better with the spirit. And yeah, I actually got those today. Super excited. I already was placing this smoke in my shrine. So far I feel kind of like interesting. And I also love the way how this smoke distributes. Like, look at that. Isn't it cool? Okay, in the background there will be subliminals playing, just in case. The message of the subliminal is everything will be okay. So whoever this message is for, maybe like you're thinking about, you know, how everything gonna be, how it's gonna happen. But I can tell you right away that everything will be okay. Everything in this life, you know, working out for our own good. I'm gonna use my Light Seers Tarot deck in this reading today. We're gonna pull out some oracles as usual, runes, and see where it's gonna go. Okay, let's start with the rune. Do not cross your arms. Think only about yourself. Don't think about any situation. Let just message reveal us whatever is going on right now. Okay, and the rune which we have is Dagas. I love it. So whoever doesn't know, Dagas means day, literally. It's really happy rune. It represents, I think it represents Balder. Balder was the god of light. Well, he died not in a very good way, but overall, he represented everything which was great and everything what, you know, light and just everything good in the universe might represent in general. So I love it for you. You see, I said everything will be okay. You have a great omen about Dagas, which means that there is a day, you know, after a night, there will be definitely a light coming over. Just in case I'm shuffling the cards, today I have a different light setup. We'll see how it's gonna work out, you know. And then, oh, those two cards wanted to come out. You have a Chiron and you have Juno, which is reversed. I'm gonna take them as they are, actually. Yeah, I don't think that I need to do, you know, like, not reversals. We will also check what type of aura you have as for it now by using this Prism Oracle deck. It's basically just have those colors. Yeah, you might have some fear right now. It's not like I'm taking this card, but it's just like, it seems that overall energy and the message might be about, you know, overcoming fear, overcoming bad stuff which goes on in your life, like this jazz. Okay, what type of energy do you have? Yep, you have space, isolation, creativity, and reflection. So you might isolate yourself here, though with the Chiron, hold on, let me pull out this essence so it will be like more smokier. I love this smell. Let's put it aside. I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, so basically what I see, there might be some kind of issue with the partnership. At least that's what it came over here. Since it's reversed, that's where I see the issue coming out. But you see, even though you might isolate yourself currently, and there is a type of, like it's time for your reflection, like reflect on what's going on, why it happens, why you have to go through it, like what's your expectation in the life. But also there is a path for the creativity, because in the end of the day you have a Chiron and it's a healing energy. For those who doesn't know, the Chiron was half man, half horse. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly in English. I think it's a Centaurus, Centaur, and Centaur? I think that might be correct. And he was the very wise old Centaur back in the days, and he died, like as everybody in Greek mythology, but he was one who was bringing the healing to lots of people. Okay, so let's see. Might be healing of the partnership though. Might be. Not sure. Well, I guess like when you do the tarot reading, you're always not sure, so. Yo. Yeah. I honestly cannot, I'm amazed. So you have Ten of Swords reversed, and it's the only minor arcana in this reading. You do have Justice upright, Hermit upright, Hierophant upright, and Judgment upright. All major arcana. So there is something going on in your life which actually important and destiny oriented, because all those major arcana, they usually say that the big events happening in your life, and they're like kind of big deal, let's put it this way. So Ten of Swords reversed, I actually kind of like this card. So original Ten of Swords, whoever remembered the image, the person there is basically dying with bunch of swords in the back, and looking at the sunrise, it means that there is a new beginning. Whatever is there is gone, and even though you were in suffering, it's already coming out. Here she's not even damaged. If you can see, she's just looking at the dawn, like a new sunrise, and all those like cross, which usually it's a mental energy and it's something like your thoughts which are in your head, they don't even like touching her. They're more like about to leave with this sunrise. Even though it's reversed, I still think you're coming out of some negative part of your life where there might be some betrayal, might be some like lots of overthinking. I also love how one tarot reader, she was saying the more swords you have, the more swords you take, that's how you will end up with Ten of Swords. Because we need to get rid of swords, not piling them up. And swords are usually, it's a mental suits, it's your words, the way how you communicate, the way how you think, the overthinking, all this jazz basically. And yeah, here you're coming out of this state in your life. There will be a justice for sure. Oh yo, it's actually reversed. I didn't notice. The Justice card. I also like the way how, like when you take a deck, the whole deck is usually represents, and like the imagery in the deck, it's really tells a little bit more about the story of the person whom you're reading about. And this justice is reversed, so there's definitely some injustice happened in your life or happening as for right now. But you see, even though like there's two women. I think it's like a reflection basically of her. No, she is a part of her. So I think the whole message in this injustice which happening in your life, it might be caused by you, like you are the one who's actually caused this injustice. But also it might have the second phase of justice, like, you know, even though you think everything is bad, it's actually happening for your own good. So all the mistakes which you've done before, or everything which is not right, or, you know, like everything which you've done is, yeah, basically it's your mistakes, or not your mistakes in general, but whoever watching this message, in general, mistakes are not bad. It's the way how we learn. So even if there is a karma comes your way, or there is like justice or injustice, know that it's for the better. Interesting though, like this message about like you've done it to yourself, I hope it's not the message, like it's not the thought which you have in your mind. Even if you've done it to yourself, like it's life. I mean, like, in the end of the day, you know, like, we're here to learn. And how you will learn if you're not making mistakes? If you're gonna look at someone else's mistakes, it's not actually learning. You're not gonna, like, feel it, and it's not gonna be carved in your soul. So even if there is some kind of, you know, stuff going on, or, like, you stuck in your head, and you, like, blaming yourself for whatever you've done, don't do it. I mean, like, it's not... don't bring you anywhere, and it's like keeping you from learning your mistakes, and just move on. But what else I see here, remember there was a space up here, and I told you that you might be in isolation. So I don't know why I had this thought about divorce coming over, because there is a Juno, which is partnership, then with Ten of Swords and Injustice, which usually represents the legal matters and everything else. So it might be a message for someone, not for everyone. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, it seems like the Hierophant, you isolated yourself, sitting there in your small world, trying to escape the reality. But that's the place where you have to be in order to learn your lessons. Yeah, and whenever you will come out, of this state, the two other cards which I see here, one is a Hierophant and another one is a Judgment. You know, the cool things is the Hierophant is actually represents all basically all public structures. So courts can be by the Hierophant, studying can be by the Hierophant, everything which is public basically is done by the Hierophant. Churches. So yeah, there might be some legal matters up here too. And with the Judgment, the original Judgment, you know, it's a smite from above, or the great judgment, or the great, like, divine court. However, in this card in particular, this is so funny, because you see Hierophant, usually it's like a person who preaches other people, but here he's like so happy, and he's happy only because he knows the way to heaven. And not only there's like so secret messages, and he's enlightened. Usually when you go into when you go inside the hermit mode, the Hierophant might be the one who will bring the knowledge from your hermit mode. And you see, he's just like in such an ecstasy, and he's like so happy, only because the heavens are the one who's sending him the message and bliss and the grace over him. I think it's once again a good omen, especially like here in this image. The Judgment is usually the Gabriel is the one who, you know, blow the horn, and then the people arise from their graves, and that's how they got a new life. In this Judgment, I love this image because it's like your soul is finally free. Not like you're gonna die, God forbid, but it's like something which was keeping you all this time, something which, you know, you had all these crowns and swords in your head, something will bring you liberation, and you will be free, and you will get a new chapter of life which you want, not the one which you stuck. I love her also, the way how the author drew her, the figure, the main figure, because it seems like she's bound. Like, you see, I don't know if like you can perceive it, the whole pose, it's like she's have some shackles on her arms, like something is holding her here. But then, like, you know, the soul finally can be free of whatever binds her. And I haven't showed you, but this was the back of the deck, and you see King of Pentacles, something very rewarding in the monetary world, something which will bring you some finances, which will move slowly, but for sure something might come your way, or it might be your new journey, which you might find some financial reward afterwards. Okay, let's pull out a few more cards just to clarify. Yeah, I remember I was like also watching the tarot reading, and people were saying on my case, they were like, you like get the message and you like done. Instead of asking for more, you just like receive the message and you, this is it, you know. But like higher planes want you to ask more questions, want you to dive deeper. I'm like, okay, let's dive deeper. Let's see if there's something else will come out. Eight of Cups, 2 of Tower, 8 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like really heavy energy here. Page of Swords. Yep, you have pages. Knights and pages. Why did I decide to go further? I guess there's no turning back at this point. So it just shows that it's either you left something, or like, you know, you didn't find what you wanted in your life, and it's time for you to go to find actually your sunrise, something which your heart desires. And here it seems like the Tower reverse. Yeah, there was some turmoil in your life. You were coming out of like shades, like you see 5 of Swords, injustice, 8 of Swords, you feeling stuck in your head. But the Knight of Wands, it actually tells you that you need to take it easy, because whatever happens here, and we saw on your previous cards too, there is like lots of not even negative energy, just like more like lots of struggles going on in your life. But I would consider this page, it's not even like, because usually it represents person, it might be you, might be someone else, but I think here it's more like an advice. Take your case a little bit easier said than done, but just try. Go outside, play. Yeah, what came out in reverse though? Play, and you know, be more receptive to the world. And by the way, the World card came in reverse. You need to close the chapter which you don't want to close. I really don't want to like voice over something which might not be there, but yeah, again, it's like coming out. You're stuck in your head. Five of Swords is actually injustice. You see, like, there is injustice, injustice, injustice. Something is wrong. Something like, it seems like either you did wrong or someone else did wrong to you. I don't know what kind of injustice, might be regarding the partnership, but there's something like you're stuck in your head. And believe me, all those issues, they're not there to destroy you, they're there to set you free. Everything which happens is for you to finally liberate yourself and come out. Yeah, you see Five of Wands. Lots of opinions, everybody's fighting, everybody's showing off, showing their wands. Nine of Wands, you're tired. Oh, you see Ten of Cups. Yeah, that's a nice message. King of Swords. And the Fool, the new beginning. Yeah, what I will tell you in this reading, that, I mean, once again, for me it's easy only because, you know, like, I'm not living your life, I'm not having your issues, so it's kind of easy to say it from the side. But believe me, everybody has its own challenges. We're here to learn and grow, and we're here to go sometimes from a negative, like, through the negative stuff. We're here to, you know, like, figure out how to make our lives better. And every single person have its own struggles. I might have struggles in my relations, you might have struggles with your finances, somebody might have struggles with their house, with their parents, and so on and so on. But how we say, there's like a saying that if you had this mountain was assigned to you to actually move it. So you are the only one who can move your assigned mountain in your life. So there's something hard going on, and there's, like, by the cards I can say there's lots of hard stuff, and you might feel lost, you might feel abandoned, you might feel hopeless. It's all for your own good. So know about it. My recommendation for you, write it down. It seems like there's lots of thoughts in your head, lots of overthinking. Just take a piece of paper, 2 pages, and start to write down whatever you have in your mind. Whatever you have in your mind, just, like, spill it out. Just do it. And you will feel better, and do it at least, like, 7 days in a row. Do whenever you have a chance, but try to, like, keep 2 pages minimum. You will see how you will have more space in your head, and you will be able to, you know, do more, feel better, and life will give more sense. And remember, the rune which you got is Dagas, which is the day. And with this omen, you cannot beat it. Whatever goes on in your life, it's for the good. Trust me, trust universe, whoever this message for. You will be in such a great spot, which you will, how you say, thank everyone. And, like, I feel like I hear this thought in my mind, like, what you're talking about, it cannot be better. Like, no, it will, believe me. You don't see it right now, but it will be. I and the higher forces promise you. Freedom. Yeah, you are safe. The universe has your back, as I said to you. And also freedom. And it's so funny the way how I'm reading it, like the way how, you know, the cards sometimes show me the main message. Yeah, judgment. You'll become free soon. I don't know what binds you. It might be your thoughts, might be the things in your life. But yeah, you safe, the universe has your back, and freedom. Spread your wings and fly. Okay, thank you for being with me here today for this reading. Once again, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Hope it resonates. Please leave me a comment if you have, or likes, or any kind of recommendations, and hope to see you soon. And once again, with this rune, it's guaranteed everything will be just fine, and you will see the day soon. Thank you. Bye.